Hello YouTube. The most interesting question, which is the oldest martial art in the world. I was curious, I wanted to find out. And there are four answers in Quora. I just stumbled upon this. And I went through all of these answers, and this answer right here I wanted to share today because it was actually stunning and I thought it was really invaluable. So let's see. He's Aatrox Almaida. I think he's a local because he's judging by his surname. I myself a local. BA History, Geography and Ceylon is a European. Yep. So let's see. Now what are things that comes to mind actually? Obviously it's carved by an Egyptian murals. Egyptian murals, let's see, the paintings itself 3000 to somewhere around 3000 2500 BCE. And Kalivayat itself 300 BCE. So from the old, this is at the moment is considered the most ancient form of martial arts. However, did we even imagine there was a martial art by a certain ancient race which could even reach 10,830 BC. Now that's the turning point. Actually, I wanted to share this video with you. So now this place, let me see. Now this is the current location of this island, Sri Lanka, which is believed to be a vast continent. Now Sri Lanka being the tip. All these residue islands, Madagascar, and this whole part was submerged or separated further towards Antarctica itself. Because in his other answers, such as while Sinhalese, the locals, the present-day generations, the majority of this island. So this is the Gondwana land. The island started from here, maybe connected later on with this area, and further separated throughout the whole process. And Antarctica is from the south, and also this part, India, to the present location, separated by this small area, which is actually which was believed to be very shallow, walkable in ancient time. However, so just keep in mind this was a large area because this detail is further mentioned in his links. In this story of the land of Sinhalese, I myself being a local, actually, this is just, I can't just describe the importance of this. So, either way, let's focus. Let's focus. So, I went through all of this and I got the permission from the author itself. So, I got his approval for all of these details, sharing it to you. So, now he says the Grand Master, let's see, the Yakksha clan Hela King Ravana. Now today, let's say, now in the present day, let's say Obama, Donald Trump. Now almost the whole world knows. Now in these ancient times, King Ravana was one of the most famous kings in the whole region. So when you focus Egypt, the thing is that, now as you see, the world is not a small place at all. We just need to dig on all the areas. So right here lies a deep, fossil which is hidden, which is not known by the Western world. So that's why I wanted to share this. So let's see. Now, when speaking of King Ravana, actually there are two things. The two things are like Ramayana, the epic, the Hindu epic, which is the Indian view. Now let's focus on the local way, because in the Indian view, it's now see, as he also mentions here, 100-feet giants, ape men, sea gods, demons, magic, and all stuff. So let's focus on the scientific aspect, which is actually mentioned in the local view. Now, according to his other answers, how do Sri Lankans interpret? Is now he has given the answer. Now it's complete. Now he has mentioned his normal human powerful ruler. Yeah, obviously. And further scrolling down, you see the physician, yes, no. Now, most probably he is a scientist actually, in the ancient time. And now, people, we are looking, now, person we are looking here, he is the founder of all these aspects. Predating the Egyptian civilization, no wonder. Yep. And also, as I said earlier, in this link, I will provide you all of these links, and also the links to his answers. Now, in his link, according historian of the land of the Helese, it's mentioned about this that the continent. It's mentioned here from Alexander Kondrato, the author of the riddles of three oceans. In this part, actually, it mentions the continent and how it was submerged. So, yeah, it's mentioned here. Residue islands, Madagascar, Comoros, Seychelles, Cocos, Sri Lanka was a large continent, yep. So, I wouldn't want to focus on these in-depth details because the video will get long. Let's focus on the aspects. Okay, back to the point. King Ravana. Now, just keep in mind, just like the, let's say, Christianity and Muslim, Hinduism, now the numbers are large, believe creations. So likewise, we have Buddhist people also, which doesn't believe in creation. So focusing on the local view, the Hela view, and we call this Siv Hela actually, and these are the local primitives. Now these are the majority present is Sinhalese, we call, in Sri Lanka. So actually now he is from the Yakksha clan, and as I said earlier, it's a normal human and Grand Master. Now, and this is the point, do you even knew there's a Grand Master in this time? So, this is the thing, simply predating the old Egyptian mural aspects. Civilization itself is mentioned somewhere 5000 BC, but we further scroll when you see this line before King Ravana, the Hela King Taraka, 10,800 BC. Little later of his days, subsidence of the land, half of Sri Lanka is said to be submerged by ocean waters. Okay, so now we have the idea of who this king is. He's a local king, he's a Hela king from the Yakksha clan, he's a normal human, and one of the most famous kings throughout the whole region. And also, as per the topic, ancient Grand Master people, and as I said earlier, he is the founder, and most probably we're not only martial arts, maybe science, maybe medicine, and all these things. So further we just go down, you can see the images. These are like 14th century carvings and all these things. Now you can see the Buddhist monk. Now in the ancient time there were no, actually now in this tribal primitives, in the time of the clans, there was Buddhism was not here. I mean, not in the island. So how now King Ravana was supposed to be a devoted Buddhist. Now how was that possible? It is further mentioned here. In this answer, you can see before Gautama Buddha was Kasapa Buddha, and before Kasapa Buddha was Konagama. Now people, these are times which is the very ancient times. So what you know is that according to him, he says King Ravana may have been a disciple of Kasapa Buddha. So we can configure this point being a devoted Buddhist. So before the arrival of Buddhism, if anyone questions how he was a Buddhist or how did he know about Buddhism. So this is one aspect. And local historian such as Mirando, King Ravana was a disciple of Konagama. Maybe let's say now we Buddhists believe in reincarnation. Maybe he was a certain individual in this time and later on reincarnated as a king. So maybe, so these are the information actually I'm giving you here. So just keep in mind all of this. So back to the topic. Now going back to this monks section now, we know the arrival of Buddhism to this country was during this King Devanampiya's time. Arisen is the son of the king, Indian King Emperor Ashoka. And he was a friend of King Devanampiya, an unseen friend. And the king he sent his son as a gift, the gift of Buddhism to the island. Now here is the turning point where now this art, ladies and gentlemen, is known as Angampora. Okay, how do you pronounce it? Angampora. Now this is the point where this art gets further empowered with the arrival of Buddhism. You can see, actually, as I said previously, people used to worship trees and rocks. Now further with the arrival of Buddhism, the art, all of these individuals used to have great respect towards the monks and Buddhism, because the art is empowered. And now in this image you can see the sun and the moon. This is actually another aspect of the ancient Sinhalese flags. In this answer you can see, if you can go below, I'll give you all these links. Now this is one of the old flags, 1987, Southern Province, Sri Lanka. This is actually, it represents as long as the sun and the moon rises, the Sinhalese race will be as well. So that's the meaning actually. As long as the sun and the moon rises. So we go further down, you can see all these pictures, people, and actually I won't go into, I won't go deep, just go through all of these. I'll give you the links and as a video. So what we know here, yep, and one more thing, speaking of ancient civilizations, now you know, in his answer once again, I saw this map of Ptolemy, even known by the ancient Greeks. Yeah, you can see in this map, Ceylon is quite big. No one, obviously, the king, as I said, King Ravana, as he is famous, and also the island may have been very famous. You can see, as known by the ancient Greeks. So let's see, the oldest, let's see here. Now this Mesopotamian civilization is one of the, considered the first civilization, 3,500 BC. So people, once again, we see again, completely the Western world seems to not even know whether this land even exists. Well, obviously, I know some people who doesn't even know whether Sri Lanka is in the world map. So that's why I think this video will be really invaluable. So people, up to this point, if you were watching this video, I really appreciate. Do let me know what you think. Please give your opinions in the comments below. I really appreciate once again. And yep, so I hope to see you soon once again, and thank you very much for hanging around. Please share this video. I find this really invaluable. Do let me know all your opinions, as I said. See you next time.